Welcome to the podcast, everybody. How are you guys doing? I am joined by Darkwave again. It's just me and Darkwave this time, unless somebody magically joins up again, like random. But yeah, how are you today, Darkwave?
I'm alright, man. Just chilling.
Now, before the podcast started, I was talking about negative takes on Elden Ring, which some of them don't make no goddamn sense. Did you have it's at this point it's fucking weird because half the time it's too open or it's not interactable enough. Now, when somebody says it's not interactable enough, I genuinely ask them a quick question. What do you mean by interactable? Like, as in you can't cut trees, like people down? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I want to go out here and have farming simulator, man. We were talking about this off stream, and we decided to put it in the podcast because this is a gaming podcast, so why not? Elden Ring, is this game? And I'm not saying this game is perfect, so don't. I mean, it's close to. It's very good. I'm not saying it's the perfect. Nothing is wrong with Elden Ring. But no real, and I haven't watched every negative review, but no negative review has given me any I guess, valid negative criticism. It's always, I don't know where to go, or this boss is ridiculous, but I have to go this way, so it's blocked, and this, that, and the other, and I'm sitting here the game, if you can't beat Margit, then the game is teaching you to go somewhere else. Look how big the game is.
Yeah.
And these people are just, they're clueless on that. Now, I'll tell you a negative criticism on Elden Ring. I was playing Elden Ring and it logged me off a fucking game. So, that just tells me to get the fuck off Elden Ring for the night. But, either way, people need to understand, and they act like they've never played a game. Like, you have this one reviewer say, I fought this NPC in the first area, and he kept killing me every time I spawned. It's like, those are troll reviews right there, because that just tells me you're trolling. As if you don't know what an NPC is. Yeah. Either this is your first video game you've ever played in your fucking life, or you're just trolling. So those reviews, I don't even, those are reviews. Those are people who put these elaborate titles, they put a thumbnail themselves on YouTube to get clicks, to get monetized, and then they spew garbage, they spew nonsense, and none of it even makes sense. I fought the first person here, he keeps killing me. As if you've never fought, you've never played Skyrim, or you've never played some type of game with an NPC that can get hostile, or hell, NPCs in general that you should just not attack. It's sad, man.
And that guy, when I was laughing him out the frame, I was like, dude, you can't be serious. You attack the first NPC, and it's not like the first NPC doesn't go. It is like you attack him and he immediately fights you back. Unless you literally take off most of his health immediately. But he goes, he literally says in his version of, is this what you really want to do? And if you keep attacking him, yeah, he'll fight you. He'll fuck you up because you don't have anything to stop that swarm shit. Earlier in the game, you don't know how to stop blood loss. You're not really ready for it, unless you've already know about blood loss. But then again, if you're new to the game, no matter if you're a veteran or not, you just see a swarm of flies and you're like, the fuck is happening? Blood loss. But regardless,
that shit's dead now.
You said what?
That swarm of flies was dead.
Oh, they already patched it?
I mean, it got nerfed.
Oh, damn. But yeah.
To a point.
Wait, what happens with it?
It's garbage.
Is the Rivers of Blood garbage now?
No, Rivers of Blood is not it doesn't need to be nerfed. People at this a person who plays a lot of PvP can counter Rivers of Blood because people only do the same shit and you can parry it. So just parry him.
Oh, and I have what's his name's swords now. The fuck is his name? The gravity joints. The gravity great sword.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking.
Yeah, Radon swords.
I know.
Yeah. Now when people just try that shit, I literally stop him by hitting my special weapon, drag him closer, and smack him with that joint, and then half the time they're dead. I remember this one dude tried to fight me across a cavern, and I just dragged him off the cliff, and that's it. I don't have time for you, stupid.
Yeah, people will sit here and say, "Oh, Rivers of Blood needs to be nerfed." It's like, no. I mean, if you are a new player and you're doing invasions and someone has a River of Blood, yeah, you'll probably get clapped. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. If you are a non-Souls veteran type of guy, yeah, you're probably gonna get shit on by the Rivers of Blood. But the Rivers of Blood has been countered many times at this point. Therefore, being it doesn't need to be nerfed. Anyone who plays PvP like with any extent of care can counter a Rivers of Blood. You know, at least it's weapon art. So it's still a good weapon, but you already know what people like. Most people, when they come with Rivers of Blood, all they're going to do is spam their L2. They're not going to like do some normal attacks, and then maybe they'll switch it up with an L2 in there, and you know, just to, you know, maybe when you're trying to roll away, you know, that's when you really should be using what's always trying to roll, so you can like get them with the range of the L2. But no one really knows. I mean, it doesn't need to be nerfed. Like, it's fine. You know, if anything, blood loss itself may get nerfed, but blood loss.
Oh yeah.
Like bleeding itself might get nerfed across the board, but Rivers of Blood, the weapon, it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Alright. But my favorite hot take on this game that's so far that's been the funniest one is it's two, right? It's, oh man, they didn't put an easy mode and it's hard for the sake of being hard. And I every time I hear that, I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Again, those are troll reviews. Anyone who's like, these are people chasing clout. Like, we go through the same shit with any From Software game or any Souls game. Where's the easy mode? Like, at this point, you already know.
Shut up at this point for me.
Miyazaki is not going to cater to you. He doesn't care how many petitions you sign. He doesn't give a shit how many of the mod downloads the easy mode gets. He doesn't care what you say online, what you say on Twitter, what you say here, what you say. He doesn't give a shit. And that's why I respect Miyazaki. He hasn't fallen into the trope of the casual games. The most he's and any Souls player who's played any Souls game or From Software Souls game can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that he actually has made his games easy. Mm-hmm. He has. With every installment, he's made it more accessible than any before. Elden Ring is the easiest Souls game to come out, and it's not even close. You know, Demon Souls is quite easy with a mage build. Elden Ring is far easier than that. It's not even close. You got, look at the tool, and I'm not saying because the bosses are necessarily easier and stuff like that. Look at the tools that you have. The tools that you get in Elden Ring makes that game almost fucking trivial. You got the summons. You got the fucking fact that you can restore essence when you kill a group of enemies. You know, weapons are pretty OP. Magic is pretty. You got so much stuff. I mean, fuck. They give you a katana in the beginning of the game. The beginning.
That is true.
It's you can literally get a katana by just picking the samurai in the beginning of the game. Now, yes, the Uchi katana is, quite frankly, you can get it early in the game, in the first area. You know, but you can pick a samurai and immediately start with it. And we all know that in most Souls games, the Uchi katana can take you through most of the Souls game, if not the part. So you got that. Then you can go get a second one. So you got your power stance and Uchi katanas, right? You got your fucking summons. the game is the easiest Souls game if you actually, A, read, and B, just play the fucking game. But now, if you are, and I mean this, if you're a Souls player. Now, if you're not a Souls player, and this is your first Souls game, then this will be your hardest Souls game.
Yeah.
I stand firm with saying that when you play a Dark Souls game or any Souls game in general, Neo, Bloodborne, etc., that particular one will be your hardest one. Because A, you don't know yourself in terms of what builds you like. You don't even know yourself in that type of game. B, you've never played this type of game, so you gotta get used to how those games move and how those games dodge, and so on and so forth. And whichever one you play will just be your hardest. And as you play more of them, they will gradually get, you'll still get clapped, you'll still lose, you'll still probably even rage, but they'll become gradually easier to you, just by the simple fact that you understand what you now are trying to do and what you are doing.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that when people complain about Elden Ring to chase clout. It's getting so much publicity right now. It's the most mainstream Souls game in terms of advertisement and in terms of reach to the fans. It's easy. It's easily the most mainstream in that case.
Oh, and people say accessible, and I'm like, I don't think you understand the word accessible and what it means. Accessible is not whatever. I'm like, it's not unplayable to everybody. It's accessible to everybody.
Yeah, the game. I mean, and no one's joking. If you talk to a person who's played any Souls game more than maybe 1 or 2 titles, and they play Elden Ring, they will tell you Elden Ring is the easiest Souls game. And like I said, it's not because of the fucking bosses being easier. It's not because they've made it easier on certain things. No, it's just because the accessibility, the tools that you have in the game. The tools that you have in Elden Ring makes Elden Ring easier than a Dark Souls 3, than a Bloodborne, than a Dark Souls 2, than a Dark Souls 1. And Dark Souls 1, in all intents and purposes, isn't really that hard if you've played Souls games before.
Yeah.
If you play Souls games before, you go to Dark Souls 1, you're like, what the fuck is this? Except Ornstein and Smoke. You're like, okay, this is fucking garbage. And even Ornstein and Smoke, depending on who you are, may be a little easy depending on your build and whatnot. I've had mixed results with them. I've done great with a Dex build. I did shit with a magic build, and I did good with a strength build. So there you go. But Elden Ring is in leagues and bounds by far the easiest. Now you can say it has probably one of the hardest Souls bosses, depending on how you fight her in Millennia, whatever, how you ever pronounce her name. Too many M's. But she is considered the hardest boss in the game.
Oh yeah.
Depending on how you play her, mixed. I think if you're fighting her without, unless you're just badass, like some of these other players, doing her level 1. I mean, but that happens in every Souls game. But
yeah, there's always a crackhead.
Yeah, you gotta let me solo her who can dominate her. But he died before he even got that good. He died. He died like 200 times. So.
Oh yeah, man! I died over 90 times to her, and I saw.
Yeah, she is. I would say she's probably the hardest boss in the game, in terms of mainly because of her gimmick.
Which is she attacks you.
Well, not even that. That is a pain. That's more of an annoyance.
Yeah.
It's the water dance move that she does. That move is basically the one thing that, cause she has low poise. The bitch gets poised like I beat her before Rivers of. I beat her. Now I didn't have my summon.
Yeah.
But I did beat her with a Rivers of Blood that was not buffed.
Oh shit.
You know, this is before that's this before the shit got fixed. So I was just, I was having to use the L2 and actually fight with, and I chose to fight with the Rivers of Blood. Me and the Mimic.
Yeah.
And we were and she staggers hell a lot. But that dance move, that move when she jumps up the air, is, it's the bane of your existence. Now, knowing that, like any other boss, once you beat her and you go fight her again, whether on a different character or a different build, you will realize that you ask yourself if she's the hardest, because you can, before the swarm of flies was nerfed, you can just sit back and spam flies at her all day and she couldn't do shit to you. If you have a strength character, outside her little fucking jump move, she can't do shit to you. You'll just poison her, you'll just stun lock her to death. So, I will say she's probably the hardest one, just based off, first time experiences. If you're just playing the game first time, you get to her. But, at the same time, it's mainly because of her gimmick. Without that gimmick, she's not even... In fact, without the gimmick, and a lot of people may give me shit for this, she's lower than Sister Frida.
Oh shit.
Now, people say she's a Sekiro boss, which is true.
Yeah. Because
there's a Sekiro boss that does something similar to her, which is true. But I'm not going to put Sekiro on this. I'm just going to keep it to the true Souls games, Sekiro is a Souls-like, but it's not like every Souls game. Yeah. You can't just over level your way to victory.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's a little different. You will die.
you must learn how to fight in Sekiro. There's no gimmicks really. I mean, there are gimmicks, but you have to learn how to fight.
Yeah. And if you're not a speedrunner, you're not going to be playing like that.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm comparing her to Sister Frida is because ever since the introduction, in my opinion, of Lady Maria from Bloodborne, there has been this evolution. It goes from Lady Frida, Jesus Christ, I'm putting them together. Lady Maria to Sister Frida, you can see the evolution there. And then you get from Sister Frida to Millennia. And honestly, without that gimmick move, she's probably worse than Lady Maria.
Oh damn.
And that's just me being and this is me after fighting her 3 different times. Actually, 3 different times. Without her gimmick move, she's not much of anything. That move is her saving because of the way she is. Just because, again, she staggers very easily. So she has 0 poise. She hits hard as shit. I'm not saying you won't die to her. Yeah. But comparing her to Maria and Frida, I consider them stages. It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
It starts with Lady Maria, the second evolved form is Sister Frida, and then the final evolution is Millennia. But like I said, without her gimmick, I will put her below Lady Maria. And Maria's not that hard. So, you parry Maria and that's it. But still a great fight. I still like the fight of Millennia. It's just,
makes sense.
After a while, she just becomes. She doesn't have to laugh. She's like, how you eat something once and you think it's fantastic, then you eat it again, you're like, not as good anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that way with her. When I first fought her, alright, this fight, I died a lot too. I was like, this fight's alright. This fight's good. I really like this fight. And the sad thing is, I had the tools to beat her.
Yeah.
Like, I had Bloodhound Step. I don't know if I had the Swarm of Flies. I might have. But I had tools to beat her. But I didn't, I wasn't putting them together. But the second time I fought her, and the third time I fought her, I was like, this isn't even, like, really good. Now, I am playing a character now where my summon usage is pretty much all but 0. And it's not because it's not because I'm proving a point. It's just because I just don't really need to use a summon.
Yeah.
When I get to her eventually, I will see how that is. But more than likely, it'll be more the same. So, but yeah. People just, to move on, people need to, there are negatives to the game. The game isn't some fucking god tier game.
Oh yeah, no.
There are some, there are things you can nitpick or say. But if you're going to give negative reviews, people, at least make it, seem like it, make it make sense. Don't sound like a fucking clown.
And you don't know what the fuck.
Don't do it to chase clout. Don't do it to get views and get likes. Just give honest criticism. Saying you hit an NPC is not honest criticism. That's you being a dumbass. Like, it's like if someone tells you, "Hey, don't touch me," or if someone tells you, "Don't rub my stomach, I'm going to fart," and then you keep doing it, and they fart right in your fucking face. The same thing with this game. The guy, you hit him, he's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You hit him again. "Are you sure you want to do this?" And you hit him a third time. "All right, bitch, I'm gonna fuck your ass up."
That's kind of what happened. That's exactly what happens.
So it's like, and like I said, these people who say that, and I don't care who hears this. I don't care if someone takes this back to them. You are a fucking idiot, and you're nothing but a troll, and you shouldn't get no attention. Well, unfortunately, you get your attention because people will react to it, and they'll put it on Twitter, and then you'll have the good people, the good YouTubers out there react to it and laugh at you. So though you're getting shit on,
probably try to sue the person that did it.
Yeah, but it's like the sad thing is the people who it's sad. The trolls out there, because they act like they've never seen a fucking NPC in a game. They make these dumb reviews, right? It gets picked up by people on Twitter. They share it. Then a good YouTuber, say like Asmongold or whomever, a good YouTuber, they react to it because it's so outlandishly, just dumb. Then what happens is because that YouTuber reacts to it, the other YouTuber who shit on it gets all the clout. People go click his video, and then he gets monetized. Or he just gets a bunch of fucking clicks, and if he doesn't get monetized, he gets clicks and he becomes famous for all but 24 hours. So, those people should not get any type of clout. If someone told me, "Oh, I couldn't get past the NPC," you are the biggest dumbass in the history. There's nothing you can say to me, Andy. What are you talking about? You are an idiot. You're just trying to find something to complain about because the game is actually successful. Because you sound just as bad as Ubisoft and some developers of Guerrilla Games shitting on Elden Ring because their games got put to shame. Not Red Horizon, but Ubisoft's games got put to shame because I don't know, maybe a company actually cares about their fucking products, unlike Ubisoft. But
Ubisoft's like that shit years ago.
Ubisoft, them complaining about Elden Ring, I believe it was Ubisoft. I know some people from Guerrilla Games, and I think it was Ubisoft or whomever. I think it was Ubisoft
and Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla Games had some people say something about Elden Ring, and I think Ubisoft did too.
Yeah, it was a couple. One person from Ubisoft, one person from Guerrilla Games. The Guerrilla Games person was talking about the UI. No, he's about the UX, and literally, and I was one of the people that said this to him. I was like, Aloy talks too much and solves the puzzle before you can even have a chance to. So you can't say shit. And for the Ubisoft dude, it was like UI is terrible. The UI, if it was an Ubisoft game, would have some people made memes with fake joints where it had like advertisements for the shop, all that good stuff on it, and he shut up because he didn't make any sense.
I mean, none of them wrong. I mean, let's be real here. Horizon, first of all, Guerrilla Games, in a way I feel sorry for them, because this is twice now they've done this. Not coming out saying something, but they released the game. When they released Horizon 1, they released it, a day before Breath of the Wild? Yeah. Or the same week of Breath of the Wild?
Yep.
Dumb move. Then you have Horizon 2, and no matter how you spin it, whether Elden Ring got delayed or not, you were coming out either before Elden Ring or after Elden Ring. Now, in your case, it probably been better to come after Elden Ring, but it got delayed. And then you come out 1 week before Elden Ring. Your game, Horizon, is very good. I don't know why Guerrilla Games even came out and said anything. Your game is fine. The only reason why your game is not getting talked about right now, honestly, is because with Horizon, after, you get what you get. There's nothing out of the box. There's nothing, new, quote, quote. It's Horizon. It's the second Horizon game. It's a good game. Elden Ring is getting so much hype because this is the first time that From Software has gone to this open world, system. And considering that they make Dark Souls games, which are always critically acclaimed, and Sekiro just won Game of the Year not too long ago, of course they're going to get the most talk about. It's not that hard to see why. And Ubisoft, why are you even talking? You're still using a title from a game that your franchise is not even about anything. So,
Assassin's Creed should be called Assassin's Creed.
It should have been called Assassin's Creed after the third one. I know a lot of people may have liked the fourth one, and that's perfectly fine. Black Flag.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the Assassin's Creed story was with Desmond. The moment that man touched the ball and dropped to his fucking death, the whole title was dead to me. The Assassin's Creed moniker should have been dropped.
True.
You keep the title in.
I said that is true. You're not joking.
Like, and I know you may hear Desmond's name mentioned here and there in the series. Who gives a shit? Everything who cares? The story of Desmond is over. So once that whole thing wrapped up, Assassin's Creed to me was over. Yeah, you keep throwing these names out like a fucking Spartan. A Spartan is not an assassin.
Oh yeah, that was pretty damn stupid,
A Viking is not an assassin. They're Vikings. Do you know what an assassin is? Altair, assassin. Ezio Auditore, assassin. Shipboy Connor, assassin. So,
yeah, that makes sense, bro.
I don't know, man. Ubisoft, they have no one has anything to say, nor should they, about anything, about Elden Ring. Your game suck. That's it.
But yeah, let's move on because that shit is hilarious. Sega. Wanted to have a quick conversation about Sega. How do you think their future's bolding? Granted, they are getting in trouble right now for Sonic Origins and the NFTs for this Sonic movie, but let's excuse that for a second.
I mean, Sega, in terms of their movies, hey man, that's what Coke C does.
I got
in terms of their Sonic movie, though they don't have much to do with it, it's still their property, so I still have to include this.
Yeah.
They're fine in that regard. Their visions of NFT, we all know, no. I mean, Sega, as much as it pains me to say this, and it's been a thing, I mean, let's be real here, Sega's a fucking afterthought. No one cares. I mean, Sega is as relevant as this Coke Z right in front of me right now. It's irrelevant. No one cares.
Damn, son.
What do Sega? Who cares? Sega does not come out with like critically acclaimed games. You know, yeah, they have the Yakuza games, right? Great, congratulations. But you haven't done anything of note, really, in almost 3 decades. You don't come with consoles anymore. Your games, you have Bayonetta. I guess you can kind of say you still have that, maybe. But I mean, that's all Platinum games. That's not you. That's completely Platinum games. What else? I mean, they got nothing. Their Sonic games, not more often, not are fucking trash. There's some good ones. You know, there's some good ones in there if you pick them out. But most of them have been trash.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them.
I was really disappointed in Lost Judgment 2. Or Judgment.
Yeah, I mean, Sega, look, they'll be around. They'll always, you know, they'll always, you know, pop their nose up somewhere. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? I mean, they're not changing the game in any way, and they haven't brought out a game that people keep talking about once if, you know, Lost Judgment comes out, it'll come out, you'll talk about for the day it comes out, maybe the rest of the week, and then at that point it's done.
Not even that. Every time you talk about a game that Sega has under its belt, for the last couple of years has been only remembered for being a shit game.
That too. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, Sega is, it's not important. There's nothing there. Like, I can't, you know, the Lost Judgment games, you play them, like I say, you'll talk to them for the first week. After that, done. You know, they're pretty much novelty acts at this point. And they haven't brought out a game that has been like, holy shit, this game was fucking great, and you're still talking about it to this day.
It's most likely going to be Bayonetta 3.
And even Bayonetta 3, even then, I love Bayonetta, don't get me wrong. After that first week, it'll be gone. It'll be dead. Bayonetta is great, but Bayonetta is Bayonetta. It's just another fucking action game.
Damn, son.
I mean, I'm being serious. I'm being honest. Like, Bayonetta is great. I love Bayonetta. I really do.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna have, like, Elden Ring came out in February, and we're still talking about Elden Ring here and there. I guarantee you, Bayonetta will come out, let's say, September. We will not be talking about that game in October. Unless, like, DLC come out, or some controversy come out with, you know, Cereza and her nice tits and fat ass, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Outside of that, we'll talk about it. The game will be out. We'll play it. We may talk about it off stream. We may do a review on it on stream. And then after that, gone. You know, done. You're not going to hear much else unless it's just in the news. Here we are in May. And we still have people doing Let's Plays of Elden Ring, or just finishing Let's Plays of Elden Ring. We're still talking about Elden Ring. We know Elden Ring's going to get DLC, so everyone's, you know, you got so much shit around Elden Ring. Whereas Bayonetta, once it comes out, you'll get that first week and done. And I hate to say it, but that's just what it is. Sonic Frontier, I don't know where that lands. Honestly, I think it's delayed. Personally. A, we've seen nothing. Which is fine. B,
it's probably going to get delayed. Who's making
it? I guess it's Sega in-house. I guess it's in-house. Sonic team, I guess.
I don't believe that for a second.
I mean, either way, it's probably going to get delayed. They looked at Horizon on the ring, and they probably said, we need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, an open world Sonic game.
I mean, said this which is not needed. Yeah, which is not needed. I don't know. The last time we had an open world Sonic game that was even close to that, was it? It wasn't Lost World. Was it Adventure 1?
Yeah.
Was it Adventure 1? I think.
Yeah.
I don't think Lost World was. It was. Yeah, that was like the closest we had to open world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandboxing, but open world, you got the train. Yeah, so that was the closest one we had. That worked. That was almost 25 years ago. So, do we need another Sonic open world game? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know, man. Sonic, as far as the video games, are very iffy with me. I don't know what Sonic team is doing. I don't even think they care at this point. Sonic Frontier is just here to capitalize on open world, which we don't need an open world Sonic. I don't know why we need an open world Sonic. Especially if I'm only going to play as Sonic. I genuinely do not. Honestly, I'm one of the few people who don't want to play just as Sonic. I really don't. I would love to play as, I don't know, other people. Because the cast of Sonic and the characters in Sonic are actually pretty well written when they actually give a shit about those characters.
Yeah.
You know, the Knuckles, the Tails, the Amy, you know, the parade of clowns there. I would love to actually have a proper. It would love to be Sonic Adventure 3. Of course, we're not going to get that.
Yeah, you know we're not getting that.
So,
because it's too much like right. Sega is not competent at giving the good news or good information, doing the right thing. They're like Vince McMahon, but a corporate entity.
I don't know, man. I think it's delayed. I think they look at Elden Ring specifically, and maybe even Horizon, and they're like, oh, we need to go back to a drawing board. And again, I don't know what their plans are. I don't know what Sega's plans are at this point. They have made, I don't know. When it comes to Sonic in their games, man, I don't know. What, Sonic Forces was the last game, and that was mediocre.
Yeah.
I don't know if they think. I don't know the reaction. I don't know if they figure, well, people only want to play as Sonic, or people only care about Sonic, or people only care about Sonic and Shadow, or I don't know. And because I don't know, I can't really base how they're going to handle their games. So, Sega is Sega, man. They'll be there. They'll be around. They'll have their little games come out. We'll talk about them as necessary. I will probably still, unless the game looks absolutely fucking, got off to a point of not even wasting my time, I'll still probably pick up Sonic Sonic Frontier. I can only hope and pray that they go back to their roots with Sonic, flesh out the characters. I do feel like if, they claim, they want to be better than Mario, then there is a way to be better than Mario. You tell way better stories with your characters than Mario ever does. So, if you just capitalize on that, you have a one-up on Mario. True. You'll have something that Mario doesn't have, and that's actual character development between it. Mario's characters are absolute fucking garbage. Oh. But there's no story behind any of these characters. They're just there. Princess gets kidnapped, Mario goes save her, Luigi's a fucking thug, and Toad's the best character in the game. So therefore, bang, there you go. I mean, with Sonic, at least you got actual story behind his characters. Tails has a story, Knuckles has a story, Shadow has a story, Silver has a story.
Silver's
Robotnik.
That's a Silver story being one of my favorites.
I mean, Silver's story is fine. It's just, we've seen future Trunks arcs before, so I didn't care. But it was still a decent story. It's just, as a person who's watched, Dragon Ball, I look at this and say, oh, look, it's future Trunks story. Well, it doesn't say it was bad. It was a good story. So, it's just, at the end of the day, when it comes to Sonic anyway, we can only hope that it turns out well.
Yeah.
I want Sonic Frontier to be well. I would love for Sega to do well, because once upon a time they were my favorite company.
Yeah.
And so.
But I get it. I get what you're saying. Because Sega, once upon a time, them and Nintendo were literally pushing the gaming industry forward with their competition until the PlayStation came out and destroyed it. Yeah, they were literally some of the greatest competitions out back in the day, and now it's PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Granted, Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about this competition. They're like, bruh, people buy our games, and yeah, but I get you. But
Nintendo, they're just like, we make quality games, and that's all we care about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, it'd be nice to have upgrade system, and I'm not saying you have to be as powerful as the PS5 or that, but at least 60 frames per second. But nevertheless, their games still be solid. Microsoft, Sony and Microsoft, they care about the specs of the consoles.
Yeah, they make
what graphics they pushing out.
Yeah, they make people care about the graphics, and I'm like, well, I've said this a million times, and I'll say this a million more times. What in the fuck does graphics matter if the game is shit?
Pretty much. Now, do I want, a game that fucking looks like it should be on a PlayStation 1? No.
No.
But if you gave me a game that doesn't look like, fucking God of War or something, and the gameplay is fucking fantastic, I can look past graphics if the game is absolutely fantastic. I can. There is a limit to how shit your graphics can be. But if you give me fantastic gameplay and you have at least acceptable graphics to where it's not hurting my fucking eyes, then I'm fine with it. I don't need fucking, these fucking 8K graphics. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't. Because we're gonna get another Order 1886 and/or what was the name of the Xbox version of that shit?
What, Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need any of that. I don't need any fucking game with, these super amazing graphics, but yeah, you can't fucking deliver me gameplay to keep me interested longer than 3 minutes. What good is it? So, and Nintendo's fine, and Nintendo focus on that, and I appreciate Nintendo. There's a lot of things Nintendo does that I appreciate them doing that Microsoft and Sony does not do.
They would delay their
one
game
of the
it's not good.
Yeah. And one of the things, I love about Nintendo is how they seemingly, outside of Breath of the Wild, that's one of their blemishes. More often than not, they don't show anything until it's ready.
Oh yeah.
And by ready, I mean ready to come out within the next 6 months or so.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Like, no, perfect example is Xenoblade 3.
Yeah.
That is an example of how you do it.
And they're coming out in like 2-3 months, right?
It comes out in July.
Yeah.
It got pushed up.
Yeah.
How often do you see a game get pushed up? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that. Because to me, I don't need to see. It's one thing if you want to announce that you are, I guess, you're just announcing a game. Like Bayonetta, right? Yeah. It just said Bayonetta 3 on the fucking screen. Great. I'm fine with that. Now, yes, I did say I would love to have seen Bayonetta at these Nintendo Directs, because that's just because I wanted it to come out. But look at the effect. And look how you care more about Bayonetta now. That when you see the gameplay and you see a cutscene and all that shit, that it comes out within 6 to 7 months. As opposed to seeing all this shit, cutscene, gameplay shit, and then it says 2023.
I hate it.
A year out. Xenoblade 3. No one even knew Xenoblade 3 was coming. Nintendo ain't say a goddamn word. Not one. All they did was show a fucking trailer. And when they showed that trailer, when does it come out? Does it come out 2023? Does it come out fucking December of this year? No. It comes out originally in September, and then it gets pushed up to July. Boom. That is how you keep the hype. Sony and Microsoft, they don't do that. They show their games off, and then when you finish seeing it, they'll show you a cutscene and all this shit as if a cutscene fucking matters, which it doesn't. And then 2024. That fucking Star Wars game is supposed to be coming out. What's the fucking point? That shit's not even coming out until like 2026. Who gives a shit? That one that Quantum Dreams is making?
Yeah.
Not even coming out until like 2025, 2027?
That's not.
Who gives a shit?
It's not going to be good.
It may be good, but who cares? 2027, the world can blow up by 2027. It could be dead by 2027. I don't fucking know what's going to happen in 2027.
It's Quantum Dream, bro. Get out of here.
I mean, Heavy Rain was great.
Heavy Rain was alright.
I love Heavy Rain. The other games, but I love Heavy Rain.
But yeah, let's move on from this, because we can literally have a whole podcast with just this topic alone.
Yeah, we could.
Well, one thing, Square Enix, let's talk about them for a second. You saw that they sold off Crystal Dynamics and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get Square when it came to that. I still don't get them. I honestly don't think they were the brightest group of people right now. Because it didn't make any sense that they did this. And the part that had me deeply confused was the fact that they did this, but yet they never made a game substantial enough with them, and I was just deeply confused. What the fuck? Where's your symbol? No.
Symbol?
Huh?
Is something about a symbol?
I said your symbol.
What about my symbol?
I have a podcast organization here, and yours disappeared, but I'm gonna put it back on my screen here. So if people watch the podcast, I have a visual thing, so if people watch the podcast, they can see who's on the podcast. So I literally just have mine and your icons there. So whoever I do one of these things with, it'll just be mine and whoever's icon. Or 9 times out of 10, it's going to be my icon there. So it's yours and mine. But yeah.
As far as Square Enix, I didn't know what Square Enix was doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I honestly, once again, I don't really care because this is a now thing. Actually, how I care when we actually see these games come out again. I'm not gonna care about if they got sold to whomever. That's the name of the company.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care about that yet because I don't even know. We don't know what they're going to do. You know.
Yeah.
We have no idea what this new company is gonna do. How they're gonna, act or anything of the sort. So. In that regard,
yeah, I agree with you. It's 100% weird because, first of all, they're a part of that stupid ass Avengers game, and I'm like, okay, then you made a good game, which is Guardians of the Galaxy. Even though Guardians of the Galaxy is one of those one and done games, which we can get on a whole nother topic about one and done games. It's the fact that they did this and. I'm just deeply confused at this point. I was like, why did you get rid of these? Granted, you were right about games coming out and somebody's not talking about them this week. Crystal Dynamics have had games like that for the last couple years because the Tomb Raider game, besides the first one, I barely hear a whisper or peep about 2 or 3. Literally, the first one was the only one that got talked about because of multiple things, and then literally Part 2 came out and it was like thud, and then Part 3 came out and everybody was like, I don't care.
I mean, Part 1 got talked about because, let's face it, we haven't seen Tomb Raider at that point for almost a decade or 2.
Yeah.
Almost 3 at that point. So, the first one had all the acclaim. And the next 2 were just, at that point, they were just Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And it happens like this.
You mean Uncharted, which is fucking weird.
Well, I mean, Uncharted got the
idea from them, but for them to
and then they just
was weird.
I mean, but that's those games. Let's face it, man. Uncharted and all them games, these third-person games, man. Let's face it. It all starts. With like Resi 4 and shit like that, So there, and it's just unfortunately people don't really know that Tomb Raider Lara Croft was a treasure hunter too. Yeah. So, like you just said, Uncharted technically took from Tomb Raider. It's just that because Uncharted came out and we didn't have a Tomb Raider game in almost 3 decades, when she came back out, her gameplay style was, the modern norm. And then people say, oh, this is just Uncharted, which I don't really give them shit for that because that gameplay style is just the norm. It started, I don't know if it really started, but one of the biggest titles that restarted this over-the-person show was Resi 4.
Yeah.
And all these games have taken Resi 4 in terms of their gameplay style and enhanced it, which is fine, perfectly fine. And, what?
No, that was a video playing in the background.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, her being... what they say, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, to be fair, Uncharted is more Tomb Raider than Tomb Raider Uncharted. So, it's just the game, the normal gameplay style it's just what it is.
Makes sense. But,
so.
What else was we about to talk about again today besides this? Oh wait, but I do have a. Did you see the statue that people are getting mad at Square for Tifa doing the Jacko pose and shit?
It's funny. I still find that pose funny because before it was like, I guess this big thing. That shit was already all over the internet.
Yeah.
Mind you, on like hentai sites, but it was still all over the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the statue. I find the statue fucking hilarious.
Me too.
And I don't know why he was upset.
I don't get it either. Yeah, and these are probably the same people that was complaining about the fact that Tifa's breast size was reduced in the game.
I mean, let's face it. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Tifa will always and forever be a sex symbol. Sorry.
That's actual facts, yes.
And if I am a fucking person of any type of business, I understand that the amount of simps in the world is vast. Okay? I also know that there are a shit ton of people who do a lot of questionable things for a Tifa picture on their computer.
Yeah.
So, if I could sit here and say, you know what? Let's make a Tifa statue doing the Jacko pose with her in a fucking thong and bending over to make some money. Why the fuck not?
Ooh.
Why not? It will make money. Guarantee you that statue will sell. Guaranteed.
Yeah. There's even a new body version of it, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not paying for that shit.
I mean, there are new mods of FF of the game as it is.
Yeah.
Again, people are making whoever's making a big deal of this, who gives a shit? If you don't like it, just don't buy it. I'll say this, I'll be honest with you, this is excellent business. It's a brilliant business move if you want money. The amount of sense for Tifa out there in the world, come on, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Now, granted, this wouldn't have been the first thing I would have thought of doing in my day, making a Tifa fucking statue. You know, there's other problems I have with this. You know, you're giving me a Tifa statue, where the fuck is part 2 at? You know, I have that, you know, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's not Square, though. It's not Square. Whoa.
Yeah, I know it's not Square. Yeah. But, you know, I'm just saying, you know, whoever's making, you know.
He's been making the fuss.
I wouldn't just
keep forgetting one.
I wouldn't just.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I wouldn't wake up and say, yeah, yeah, let's make a Tifa statue. That wouldn't have been the first thing on my brain. But if that ever came up in the meeting, and someone said, "What do you think about this?" Go for it. When can we get it done? Tomorrow? Get it done. Get it out there. Who cares?
Yeah, but aha, that's hot.
I mean, I'm sorry, but am I wrong? The amount of simps there are for Tifa?
Yeah. Yeah.
She will be simped to the end of time. That is easy. That's easy money. So, it's easy money. So easy that it's too much. It's too easy to pass on. So kudos to whoever's making the statue. I have no issue with it.
I also have no.
If you're not a fan of it, just don't buy it. Not really a hard concept. If you don't like it, just, you know, suck your teeth in disgust and move on. It's nothing, you know, there's no real thing here. There's nothing super wrong here to me. I mean,
as a man, I'm like, I don't care. And yes, the statue is like, oh crap.
If I was a female, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that shit. I'm just gonna be like,
she's like $700.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying for that shit. That shit's too expensive. Like at the end of the day, I'm like,
that's like some people's rent.
Yeah,
that's just what some people's rent. Yeah, you got that, man?
Yeah, I'm not paying for that shit. And it's like gonna be an issue, but yeah, like I said, and even then, why do I need to simp for Tifa? Like a lot of people, I'd say, I'm like, why simp for something this stupid when you could just go on the internet and type in porn and get the same result for free?
I mean, Tifa's had porn for long before FF7 remake came out. Piss of shit.
Exactly. So it's almost
like, I mean,
whatever.
But again, whoever's making the statue, kudos.
Oh no, they're the smartest people of this generation right now. But what else? What else was there in the gaming industry that I wanted to talk about? Shit, I don't remember. Oh. Was there any game?
Nothing really happened.
Oh yeah, I know. Besides them things we talked about earlier, but they're really nothing. Oh shit. And Stranger of Paradise. After really getting into it more, I genuinely think that is actually a good game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
huh?
I mean, I've heard. I've been watching Fighting Cowboy play it in his live streams.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics and story aside, which is both of those are mid at best.
Oh yeah,
the combat looks fun. I'm still not buying it.
Oh no, I wouldn't say buy it. That'd be something like if two of us were sharing, we could just buy it together. But like I said,
that's a free for plus game.
Yeah,
that's free for plus.
I genuinely tell people, like, hey, play this game. It's not bad.
I mean, the combat's fine. And that's in a Team Ninja game.
It's literally
like I said, it's fancy. Yeah, I mean that's like yeah, people say, "Oh, this game sucks." I'm like, the graphics. I'm like, well, yeah, the graphics aren't that good, and the story is mid at best, but the combat is more than enough to satisfy people who like that type of thing. So, more power to them.
Oh yeah. The graphics. I said, in fact, we were just having a conversation about graphics like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Graphics don't make the game. It doesn't need to be graphically greatness. It just needs to be a good game, and I think gameplay wise is a good game. Granted, story wise, if I hear chaos one more time where I currently am, I'm gonna end up wanting to punch the main character myself.
Yeah, I mean, the story sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the ending too. I'm like, this. Okay. I figured this was going to happen with the,
Yeah. Because
with their game.
Yeah, I pretty much looked it up too, and I figured it out. I was like, yeah, it's just it's literally the same. It's literally what was going to happen, and I predicted this. I was like, he's going to become Garland, the main Garland from the main timeline, and yeah. And
I was like, hey, so we're going to train the new Warriors of Light. I'm like, so we're going to make you to a tragic hero, huh?
Yeah.
Or why not?
Essentially, he becomes the Garland that we all know and love from the actual game, and I was like, oh shit, that makes sense. Well, oops.
I mean, it's kind of like a foregone conclusion considering his name.
Yeah.
Jack Garland.
And then it was like Chaos. I was like, he's going to be Chaos at the very end of the day. Oh shit, he's actually Garland, so that means he is Chaos. Oh great. The part that fucked me up was the four fiends and them being the other people, but I was like, oh shit.
And that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I kind of laughed at that.
I was like, what? But, yeah. So let's move on.
It all made sense.
Yeah, it did.
It all made sense. It was still mid, but
Oh yeah, man. If I was to say this game gets a number, it'd be about an 8. A 7. No. Yeah. Most likely a 7.5. If I was to give it a number.
I can't give it a full score, but just from what I've seen, I mean, sounds like about a 7 type game.
Yeah, it's a 7 game. It's not bad. It's not good either. It's just, it's alright. Like, I genuinely like playing the game. Like, is it better than Elden Ring? God, no. It's not even close.
I mean, it's not even better than Neo. So.
No.
I mean.
But hear me, though. I prefer playing this over Neo. I'm not going to lie to you.
No. I played the demo. The demo beta or whatever.
What, the original one or the newer one?
Well, all of them.
Oh, shit.
I played all of their demos. Yeah, no. There's no way I like that more than Neo. It's not even close.
Oh, no. Alright. So, better? than Neo? No. I like it more than Neo? Yes, it's like as in I like playing the game more than Neo. Is it better? No. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this game is better than Neo. No. Neo is a fantastic game. Easily one of the better in the Souls-like game genre. But when I say like, I mean there's certain aspects that I wish was in Neo, like the level goes like the class system, which is pretty cool to me. I like the class system a little bit more, and I like the fact that you don't have stances, you know, because the stances junk kept fucking me up. And I do like the trees, the skill trees, and how you learn shit. But is the game better than Neo? Fuck no. I'd be lying to you.
I mean, if you like it, if you like it more than, if you like that for whatever reason, whether it's because it's Final Fantasy or you know, whatever, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, as a person who played the demo and played with a lot of, you know, I pretty much ordered the demo out. I knew I wasn't going to buy the game. For me, like I said, if you just asked me which I like more, it was clearly I clearly loved Neo more.
And I get it, and I understand. And like I said, you're never gonna hear me say that game's better than Neo. You're gonna hear me say I like it more than Neo, but I'm not gonna say it's better. No, that's like me saying I like that movie, The One, but I'm never gonna say it's better than, you know, probably The Godfather or something like that. I'm never gonna say that. I'm gonna say I like it. It's not better than this movie. Or, you know, I like Avengers. No, I like Captain America: Civil War. Is it better than Winter Soldier? No, but I like it. I like Civil War though. Anywho, let's move on to the part where we both have to kind of just get this over with as fast as possible. Backlash. How you feeling about WWE Pointless? I mean Backlash. I'm sorry.
To quote JD, rehash. I mean, am I wrong?
No. First things
first. The pay-per-view is literally the 3 matches.
Actually, no. One of the tag team match. Oh, yeah, it's more rematches than not. Okay, let's get this over with so we can stop, and I can literally not die from stupidity.
1 second before we move on to wrestling.
Yes.
Friend, I want to hear your opinion. A friend of mine said that there's a rumor that there's a Hunk game coming out in 2024. My question to you is, do you care?
You said a what game?
Hunk.
Hunk?
Hunk. Resident Evil.
Who the fuck cares?
There you go. My point.
What the Resident Evil Hunk? What? Who the fuck? First of all,
no, someone was telling me that there's, you know, a rumor going around that Hunk's going to get his own game in 2024, and I'm sitting, and that's perfectly fine. But my response to him is: A, too little, too late, and B, who cares about Hunk in 2022? That man has been seen in like of importance. I mean, bro,
Hunk
minus the Resident Evil.
Hunk was literally important in Resident Evil 2 because they forced it. Hunk is also technically Ada's imaginary friend, if you can recall from Resident Evil 6. Realistically, if they make a Hunk game, and I wouldn't want them to, because if they make a Hunk game, they're gonna probably make another Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation, and we know what happened with that shit. It was fucking awful.
I don't care about Hunk. Like, the shit, listen, I'm always down for lore and all that, but I'll be honest, man. Hunk's ship, for me, has long since sailed.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah. If he came out with a game in 2024, I will look at that game and I'll be like, I would still ask, where's my Code Veronica remake?
I would ask a better question. Where's my Resident Evil 9? I want to. Why not? What happened to Chris? I mean, not Chris. What happened to Leon? What's going on here?
Pretty much. Can we please finish the Leon? I want this series. Look, I want this. Then we can go to wrestling. I'm just gonna say this when we go to wrestling. Yeah. I want this series to end. I really do. Wrap up Leon and Ada. Get that shit done. Whether they die or live, I don't give a shit. Chris, Resident 9, finish it all. Jill, I don't care. Billy, I don't care. I care about nothing. The main characters you need to finish off is Leon, Ada, and Chris. That's it. Everything else, I no longer care. Who gives a shit? Hunk? Who cares? Really? That man's ship has long since that man's expiration date is long since expired. I don't care. I will still ask in 2024, where is my Charles Veronica remake?
Yeah, that is true.
Fuck Hunk in this game. Who gives a shit? And I like Hunk, but the man hasn't done shit for me in so long that his ship is sailing.
Yeah, no one really cares about Hunk. Yeah, so wait a second. Wait a minute. Why would anybody care about Hunk?
Listen, well, if you read files,
yeah,
then you know that he's done a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He was a great character. It's just this is 2022. This is almost 2 decades of files. I no longer care. Let's end the series.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't care. Ethan's dead. Ethan's daughter is alive. I don't care. I just don't care. You're right. I don't care. Anywho.
Right.
Oh my god. I just thought about that, dog. Like, that doesn't make any... Alright, whatever. It makes less sense than WrestleMania Backlash. Okay, first things first. A Hunk game? What the fuck? How are they gonna make that? He's gonna be like Resident Evil 4? What the fuck?
Who cares? Look at the shit. Listen, I genuinely, man. I mean, I am very genuine when I say this. Yes, there'll be a molecule of interest for seeing what rabbit Capcom pulls out their ass. But that molecule of interest will end the moment the game release.
True.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck what Hunk did before Resi 2. I don't give a shit what Hunk did after Resi 2. The ship with Hunk is long expired. That shit should happen around Resi 2, 3, or maybe around Resi 4. That is when you should have done a Hunk game. Somewhere in that period, you know, with the Survivor, the Outbreak 1 and 2 and all that shit, somewhere in that little monotony of games, you should have probably done a Hunk storyline. At this point, who gives a shit? Hunk I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. Oh, Hunk, he was the one who procured the seed. I don't care. It's done. If it's a prequel, who gives a shit? I know how it ends. I don't care. I don't. If a Hunk game comes out, more power to Capcom. I'm still gonna ask where Cold Veronica remake is.
Yeah, that is true. That is a little bit like where the fuck did that go? But
what the hell is this?
Moving back on to wrestling. Now,
hold on. What the fuck is this shit?
What's going on?
He sent me a picture, I guess, of Capcom's quarterly shit. I'm saying Monster Hunter 6. I don't know any of the years. Say the years.
Wait a minute.
I guess this is their.
Wait a minute.
I'm guessing this is their titles. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm saying Monster Hunter 6.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Apocalypse, which that's the movie's title, so I don't think this whole list is pretty much invalidated to me at that point. Captain Commando, Super Street Fighter 6, Untitled New IP, Final Fight Remake, Power Stone Remake, Ultimate Street Fighter 6, and Resident Evil Hunk. First of all, a Power Stone Remake is long overdue. Don't know why we're doing that. If this, first of all, this list doesn't even make sense. Resident Evil Apocalypse, if they named their game Resident Evil Apocalypse, come on, man, we're done here. Yeah, this one sucks. We're moving on. Resident Evil Hunk. No one gives a shit about Hunk. Hunk is done. Listen,
whatever happened to Reverse?
What's that?
Resident Evil's Reverse, right?
I don't know. I was reading on Twitter that some people said it was gonna be some news today. I ain't hear shit. So, and a friend said that's a data breach. Capcom had last year, so that's the games they're releasing. So, I mean,
that's alright, whatever. It's been delayed again. Whatever, I don't care. Moving the fuck on to wrestling, because that shit, the more I think, first of all, your friend's an idiot, because that obviously is fake, but whatever. Moving on.
Well, they did have a data breach last year, but
Resident Evil Apocalypse, how old is that movie?
Pretty much.
Thank you. Yeah. So, first things first, the first match I see here is Charlotte versus Ronda in an I Quit match. A match that is so hyped that they forgot to build it properly, so now no one gives a fuck about this match. Who do you think is going to win this fucking match?
Which match?
Charlotte versus Ronda.
Ronda.
You think Ronda's going to win this time?
It's an I Quit match. I doubt they have Charlotte win unless Ronda's not sticking around. And they do, because Ronda's not going to clearly say I quit.
Yeah, that's going
to be a finish. So what they may do is have it to where what was it? Who did that? Was it the John Cena Miz match? I think it was I Quit. Someone I Quit. Some John Cena I Quit match. I don't know if it was against Randy Orton or Miz, but when they had a recorder of John Cena saying I quit when they recorded when he said in the promo and they played in the match.
Mm-hmm.
So that they always do that, just have a recording and you can Charlotte put the mic to Ronda's face and then you hear a recorder of her saying I quit, and dumb shit like that. But Ronda most likely is going to win this match. I don't see her losing this match, so
makes sense. Makes
and
sense.
no one cares about this match anyway, so who gives a shit?
Exactly. There's Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, round 2, which looks like it's going to be the best match of the night. Granted, I didn't think they needed to redo this match. Like, I really don't think they needed
to.
Like, they should have put him in a few. Whatever. Who do you think Cody Rhodes is going to get another victory? Do you not think it's going to hurt Seth? Slightly?
Seth! I mean, no. Seth is... I think Seth is bulletproof.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's losing to fucking Humberto Carrillo.
Oh, God.
He's losing to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
If he loses.
He's going to lose to Cody Rhodes.
The only thing is, Roman needs opponents.
He does.
Now, knowing WWE, they'll drag this Roman Drew McIntyre feud for like 3 or 4 fucking pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I don't know when WWE is going to pull the trigger on Cody Rhodes. I don't know if it'll be SummerSlam. I don't know if it's going to be WrestleMania. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Cody should not lose this match, and I am partly agreeing with that. But my thing is, if he doesn't lose, what are we building? I mean, yeah, he'll be built for the WWE title, but
yeah.
To me, if you're doing Cody Rhodes long term,
yeah,
in terms of saying like Mania or Survivor Series, Cody Rhodes can lose the match very rare.
Yeah,
because I understand wins and losses matter, but Cody coming in being undefeated since he's come back, and beating and facing Roman Reigns who's been undefeated for 2 years. Does it have a monocle of, intrigue there? Sure.
Yeah.
But I want layers to this story.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes beating everybody, to me, there's no layers there. It's just him beating everybody.
Yeah.
And then you get to Roman, and then it's like, it'll be unpredictable because both men have been undefeated. But there's no layers there. It's just going to be, well, Roman, here I am. I've beaten everybody 2 or 3 fucking times. Now here we go. To me, it's a good story. But I want some layers. So if it's long term, like Mania or something, you can have technically Cody lose. Some match. I'm not necessarily saying this match right now, but I'm just saying some matches, If you plan to do that match at SummerSlam, Cody should not lose any matches. This match with Rollins, I don't know. I think he should beat Rollins because this feud needs to end.
Yeah.
Should be end. But if Cody beats Rollins, there is nothing for Rollins to do on Raw. Nothing. He's been positioned as a heel again, which I don't know why. And there will be no one from the feud with on Monday Night Raw. Cody can feud with Kevin Owens, Miz. We don't want to see that, but he can.
Makes sense.
WWE's track record, though, will tell you Seth gets his win back, and then we get this match again inside Hell in a Cell.
True.
So, I'm going to go with WWE's logic here, and that Seth gets his win back, and then we go into Hell in a Cell, and we get the third match again, and then Cody beats Seth again inside Hell, either inside or at Hell in a Cell. I'm going with Mr. Rollins to win. But I don't think he doesn't need to win.
Yeah.
Necessarily. Cody, I mean, like I said, if it's long term, we're not doing the match with SummerSlam to WrestleMania sometime, he might can lose. Not necessarily maybe this match he can lose. If it's short term, he doing some SummerSlam or something like that, then Cody should not be losing. But this is WWE, and they need matches for Hell in a Cell. So,
True.
I think Seth wins, and you get Cody and Seth 3 at Hell in a Cell. The WWE.
True, that makes sense. Alright. AJ versus Edge, even though Damian Priest is banned at ringside, I'm pretty sure he's going to come out anyway.
Edge shouldn't be losing. Not yet.
True.
But again, I think if Edge wins, it'll be a fuck finish.
Yeah, that's...
This match can be held. This match can go inside Hell in a Cell as well.
Yeah.
I can see probably this match going inside more than Cody and Seth, because AJ's going to keep saying you have people helping you. So I think we get Edge winning.
Yeah.
And we'll get Edge winning here, and then Hell in a Cell, either we get a tag team match, or Edge wins, we get a tag team match sometime around. They do a Hell in a Cell match where maybe AJ wins. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Edge. He should not be losing right now in this new gimmick.
Yeah. Makes sense. Next match is Harry Corden versus Madcap Moss. Even though I'm pretty sure that's another match no one cares about.
Okay, skip.
Bobby Lashley.
Madcap. I would say Madcap should win.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley. Omos has to win this, right?
I don't know, bro. Omos is not good yet.
He's not good, but he just got MVP, so he should be winning this, right?
I don't know, bro. But it's gonna make it look bad. It's gonna be like he can't win without.
If he loses twice, he already lost once. That damaged him. He loses twice. It's nail in the coffin. So I'm picking Omos to win.
All right. And then there's the Drew McIntyre and RK Bro versus the Bloodline, which didn't make no goddamn sense. Why it went from Roman asked for the unification match for his cousin.
I'm not even gonna bring it up. Apparently Fox doesn't win. I don't know. Who cares? I'm thinking RK Bro wins. The team of RK Bro and Drew, because if they lose, this Roman Reigns shit is so boring that they need something. There needs to be something to spice it up a little bit. And I think them losing and Roman getting them or whatever could be at least something slightly nicer than what we get every fucking week. You can just have fucking Drew McIntyre pin fucking Jimmy Uso some shit. You want Drew to look strong going against Roman. If Roman just spears somebody and wins, spears Drew and win, or spears Orton, or no one wants that. You can have fucking, I don't know, maybe Drew McIntyre Claymore's Roman out the ring, Randy Orton hits an RKO. Out of nowhere, they win the match. I don't know if RK Bro to win the match. I think they should win the match personally. Roman doesn't contend, but I do think RK Bro should win.
Yeah, because it's whatever. We'll see what happens, bro. But yeah. God. I'm sorry, I was distracted with wrestling's about to happen tomorrow, and it's not going to be fun. But yeah, you think the RK Bro should win? I think so too.
Yes.
I feel as though that's going to boost them, because if they lose this, first of all, one of the Usos is going to eat the pin, and they're going to lose this match. But yeah. But yeah, moving on. Was there anything else you want to talk about so we can end this?
No, not at all.
Alright. Thank you for coming to the podcast, sir. As always, you have a good one. And good night,
you too,
everybody.
Sir. Good night.